Hello, welcome back to Side Quest Stories. Today we're picking up with probably my favourite game of 2023, which was the Talos Principle 2, which I absolutely adored. Puzzle game with some very deep sort of philosophical story. Swap over to the game. The reason we're back on this is because there has been a DLC released today. May not be today by the time this gets uploaded. Aha, okay. So, we've got Orpheus Ascending. Take your brain for a ride through the laser grid and explore the philosophy of love, death, and resurrection with Hypatia and Sarabai. The classic laser mechanics of the series are pushed to the limit in unexpected ways, testing your ability to think differently. The Isle of the Blessed. Embark on a puzzle-driven adventure set on a stunning Caribbean island. Solve an array of fresh medium difficulty puzzles, culminating in the hexahedron. And Into the Abyss. Return to one of the most dramatic moments from the Talos Principle 2 while being challenged with extremely difficult puzzles. So I'm imagining we'll start with Orpheus Ascending. Oh, a whole new save slot for this, so I wonder who we're going to be playing as here. Presumably not 1K? If a thing loves, it is infinite, William Blake. You might have to excuse me because I'm probably not going to remember all of the plot details from the game. I remember a fair bit from it. Oh, there's a deer. Sorry, my camera is covering it up. There was a deer on that hill. Mountain than a hill, really. Not sure how long these are, but if they're a bit longer, then I'll try and split them up as, like, I'll do this Orpheus one as part 1. Got a load of people.
All right, I think that's it. The new body's ready for the transfer. How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data.
We're carrying on.
Ah, and here comes our expert.
Pick it up where we left off.
Thank you for agreeing
Sorry
to
about
this
screen
one, Kay.
tearing.
Perhaps together we can right an old wrong.
I'll put VSync on in a
When
second.
I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Sarabai. How they found each other, how they lost each other, and how beautiful it would be if we could reunite them. For the longest time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who died in a tragic accident. With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her.
Did he turn around at the last minute?
She must walk behind him, and he must not
Yeah,
look back at
and he
her
turned back.
until they have left the underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back. Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets.
Simply
And
forget.
death is triumphant once again. We've accepted that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were. Perhaps it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent.
Interesting. So we're going to be dealing with the theme of death here. And immortality. Oh, we've got what looks to be 3D. Oh, we're back in the simulation. I'll pop on VSync so you can actually see what's going on. I haven't played this yet on 4K. It just set itself up, all just did an auto detect. Lovely. VSync anywhere? VSync. There we go. Hopefully that looks a little bit better.
You will have to collect all of
Ooh,
Sarabai's
little
data
bit
fragments so that we can...
Laggy. Sorry, I'm just making sure the frame rate's decent. Default main menu style. We can... Orpheus ascending menu. Might as well change it to that. Okay, so where are we at with video? Okay, what would help? What would help? DLSS. Yeah. DLSS is probably the best option. We're already on performance. Load of stuff on medium. Let's leave it as it is. Hopefully it's okay for you folks. It doesn't appear to be lagging on the video feed.
I'll monitor you from here, just like last time.
Okay,
Good
Cornelius.
luck, kiddo.
Cheers, Malcolm. It's a little bit slow on the loading of the textures. One of these doors. I never did open any of them. I'm going to have to replay this game at some point to really get the most out of it. You flickery little thing. Oh, we got one of the computer terminals. Yeah, still a little laggy, sorry. Yeah. What can I turn down? I don't care about any of that. Visual effects, shadows. I wish I knew like what would have the most impact. Hopefully that's not too bad. Still looks really good. Okay. Whoa, 16! We've got 16 muzzles here. Hello, computer! Welcome to the Internal Messaging System V0.4, user Sarapai. Sarapai, of course. You have 3 unread messages. Cannot access, not goodbye, cannot access. Type. Oh, the options at the bottom, like in the first game. Ah, was that what was behind the golden doors then? Simulations. At some point I'll replay the first game on the channel because I never played Road to Gehenna anyway. Don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood you can't even read this because so little of your consciousness is left and what's left of your battery is dying. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem before we left, but space was so limited and we would have had to wait so long. Except of course it's nothing compared to the empty years that stretch before me now. Like the music. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I tried to sum it up, to say something elegant and beautiful and perfect, but I can't. Maybe it can't be said, maybe it only exists as days and years lived together. A sequence of moments bound together like a string of lights, defying the darkness of the sky. I don't know. All I know is that this is not goodbye. It may be the end of you, of us, of who I was, but I will not say goodbye. Love you forever, Hypatia. Welcome to the blah 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 blah. Okay, first few puzzles over here. Mouse smoothing, that would help. Mouse smoothing. I don't normally like it in games, but in this, might as well go for the cinematic feel. Much better. Much better. Yield. Okay, I'm going to remember how all these work. So an inverter takes red and turns it to white and vice versa, I think. course it can't go through that. What does that do? What happens if we just break it, just generally? What does this red thing even do? Curious. Ew, we've got a pixely person here. Okay, I don't see any way of... there's no other items around here that I can see anyway. I'm really curious as to what this red thing does. There you go, breaks it earlier. Collect Sarabai fragments. Ooh.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely, but that I was separate, singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be able to say, I am?
And you enjoyed your
first
existence.
fragment. Everything's looking good on our end.
Okay. There is no greater joy than discovering something that you had never imagined. In that moment, you understand that the world is better than it seems. Says At. Thank you, At. So I seem to remember all those QR code things were like segments of an individual person. They were like the competing, like, almost like Inside Out, where you've got the different characters inside you. Okay, so we have a connector here. These... okay, so it's nothing to do with these things on the side walls. They don't actually do anything. It's all about the way that you divert. Okay, I can't have anything in the middle. We've just got two connectors at either end. So we need to connect that. To those and that, I think. That to... let's see what happens if I just connect to... first of all. What happens? Okay, it breaks here. Because it's receiving light from both the blue and the red, it means nothing comes out of it. So I think it has to be like that. This one connects to that, and that, maybe? It won't cut anything. Okay, I need to cut with something first. Okay, let's try cutting with that. Not quite enough. Hang on. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Yeah, I need to get past this somehow. That opens it up, but it doesn't really help. I can force it, okay, yeah, like that. Alright, yeah, so I was on the right track, I just missed a couple of bits. So you need to connect to that, and that, as before. It just won't work instantly, I need to make it happen. Not quite. Interesting. This one needs to do more work. It needs to get past that second beam. Past the second beam. Nice. That's what I needed. And now if I just block this, it should work. It works while I'm stood here. But only while I'm stood here. Okay, so... when I stop standing here, it gets cut off by this laser. Ah, okay. I need you to additionally connect to... There we go. That was a nice puzzle. And I think the first time I've really understood the way that the laser blocking works.
As I grew, I realized that the more I developed this sense of self, the more enjoyable it became simply to exist. It wasn't selflessness that improved existence, but refinement of the self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape, a work of art.
The reconstruction's working. Keep going, 1K.
Okay, so I'm okay, I'm a bit confused now. I am 1K. Hello, 1K feet. Okay, this button opens that door. Okay, so we've got things that I can pass through, but these things can't. That allows me to connect this thing. It's red. Just connect that for now. Okay, so over this side we have a accumulator, and we need red to be able to get through here. like I'm missing something. Can't I just go... I won't. Ah, of course, that's why. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can't... Oh. Okay. And that's an angle where it's a bit awkward, but I can select it. Oh, slight issue there. It's some kind of a reflectory thing. I've not seen one of them. You can't crouch. Oh, it's a connector. Slight issue there. I could use the connector to block the beam and then break its line of sight. Maybe. Simple as that. You try and connect to it, that blocks that, and then it should just hopefully go through there. But I can't leave it on, it's the problem. Okay, I can't just charge up that red bit, I need to charge up the accumulator, but how do I charge up the accumulator? The accumulator has to be charged. Yeah, I can't do it directly from that red. So the red signal does have to go through this. How can I possibly do that? Discharge. Okay, I feel like discharging it is somehow relevant. Is this of use somehow? Yes, it is. That's how you do it. Sometimes it's just about seeing what tools you have access to.
My insights into the value of the self were genuine, I think. But of course, I was completely inexperienced. In fact, in many ways, I was like a human child. So I began to resent everything that intruded on that sense of self. My social obligations to the others, the leadership of Athena and Cornelius, even the obvious limitations imposed on us by our situation. Why did I have to exist in this particular historical moment, saddled with the task of reconstructing civilization?
Anubis. HG Anubis. Critical error, all systems compromised. Ooh, we've got a few files. Okay, so peace, God, eternity, or pain. I mean, beam seems to be death, so I'm going with it, and the ability to avert death, so I'm going with eternity. Eternity revealed Theo Erkenwald. User highlighted. In what sense am I a Christian then, if I care so little for Was I supposed to read these in order? No, not really. In what sense am I a Christian then, if I care so little for dogma? In the sense that in everything that I do and think I follow the revelation of Jesus Christ, that the greatest of all things is love. Love is the nature of God, and so equally the nature of that which was created in his image. This I have learned through the revelation that is daily life, through toil and misery and strife, and that infinite power which brings relief and joy. Thus I reject those who believe that the ordinary love of mortal beings is limited, and that it ends with death. Rather, it is through love that we perceive the immortality of the soul, for it reveals that eternity is conceivable to the human mind when it is filled with love. It is because we know that we can love another forever that we know that we are the children of God. An Ethical Philosophy of Life by Felix Adler. It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. Sense of interconnectedness with them stands vividly by way of contrast at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved, and the intertwining of our life with theirs, the living in the life that is in them, this is hard to read, is but a part of our living in the infinite manifold of the spiritual life. The thought of this, as apprehended not in terms of knowledge, but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding, and it is upon the bosom of that peace that we can pass safely out of the realm of time and space. Okay, so eternity is talking about the idea of eternal love being a proof of being children of God. The peace one is talking about the way that we can sort of unburden ourselves at the time of death by sort of passing concept onto our loved ones, I believe. That it's that duty towards our loved ones that allows us to let go. Next one, God. Essays, first series, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thus are we put in training for a love which knows not sex, nor person, nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom everywhere, to the end of increasing virtue and wisdom. We are by nature observers, and thereby learners. That is our permanent state, but we are often made to feel that our affections are but tints of a night. That our affections are but tints of a night. Stopping point. Though slowly and with pain, the objects of the affections change as the objects of thought do. Just a strange way of saying it. There are moments when the affections rule and absorb the man and make his happiness dependent on a person or persons. But in health, the mind is presently seen again, its overarching vault, bright with galaxies of immutable lights. And the warm loves and fears that swept over us as clouds must lose their finite character and blend with God to attain their own perfection. So this is talking about sort of an ideal form of love that is equivalent to the concept of God's love, in which it's not momentary, it's not partial or to do with particular characteristics or dependency, but lights, so it's an outward love regardless of any other situation, I guess. Pain. Archived emails, username corrupted. I don't have much time left. I never thought it would end this way. Never thought I would die alone, sitting around in my apartment, wondering if things would have gone differently if we'd gotten that stupid grant. Mostly though, I just wonder why we're not together. I still don't understand. I don't know why you had so much pain inside you. I don't know why you let it infect everything we had. I don't know why you couldn't see my love for you. Why, you twisted everything I said. I was angry and disappointed for so long, but now I just wish I could have found some way to make that pain go away. I would give anything for that. I wish you were here. Is that Sarabai? Don't know. That's intriguing though. I feel like we're going to get more on that. Oh, computer terminals in these games. Dick. Nope, can't get in there. We need red light to unlock this connector. Okay, there's gaps through here that we can send beams through. We've got a red light connector. So why can I not just go... That wasn't the point there, was it? You didn't hide that very well. They're trying to make you think that the point of this is to open this door, but it's not. This has some other use. Because otherwise that was just way too simple. Okay, so here we have a door that is opened by that red connector over there. So let's try open the door just so we can see what's going on. Okay, and we can bring switches through here, which would include standing one on here. That can't connect over there as it currently stands. Alright. So this is holding the door open. But I could potentially break it. Not sure why I decided to do that. Okay, that needs to stop somehow. Okay, so what do I do with this right here? That's how I do it, that's how I do it. It doesn't have to connect to it, it just has to block it. I knew that had a purpose. It was just a location that you could pretend to send a beam to even though you weren't actually sending it there. Because there was a wall in the way. I did spot that trick pretty quickly.
With that focus on the self also came an enormous and increasingly overwhelming fear of death. The pleasure of existence seemed almost erased by the possibility of its ending.
Music's gone very dark.
If it was possible not to be, if the self had an ending, even in the distant future, then how could anything have meaning? I spent far too much time imagining that last moment. The moment just before I stopped existing. How could I possibly face that?
There's a bit of a curse, isn't it? Ooh, unknown error with a large number. Hello?
If you get stuck, I've inserted some code that might help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
Thank you, Cornelius. Hopefully I won't need that, but it is nice to have just in case. Do 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 do. Okay, that's those done. We are gradually opening that door. Ramesses, are they? Or however you wish to pronounce that. Ramesses. Ramesses. Back to chirpy music. Oh, that was a frog. That is not a frog. We don't get frogs in our simulations, unfortunately. Oh, wait, we're not waterproof. Oh, wait, it's not the real world, who cares? Could have just walked around it. A normal way. Computer time. System compromised again. Every day is sublime. A.D. Markham. Love must matter to the philosopher because it is at its core the one undisputed presence of the sublime in our lives, even when it is failed love, unrequited love, or entirely imagined love. Interesting that the word sublime is capitalised there. It is like a vast monolith towering over us, humbling, uplifting, frightening. Those who deny its presence can be safely disregarded as fools. They know it is there, they are simply afraid. But equally, the philosopher must consider that in the great matters of history, love matters not one jot. Nazarene commanded his followers to love their enemies, but they did not, and wrote 1,000 books of excuses for this failure. Ouch. Therein it is revealed the purpose of the human struggle. Also must consider in the great matters of history, love matters not one jot. Bit of paradox there. We need it, but we can't really say that it was something that we need. So, yeah. Confessions. Penelope Heliopoulou. To me, the idea that my soul, my essence, could fall in love with another being and then maintain that love unblemished for eternity seems utterly impossible. My experience of love has been catastrophe, embarrassment, and disappointment. But this is precisely why I've refused to surrender, why I choose to believe against all precedent that I will find the one for me, and that our love will last forever. You can laugh at this absurd and contradictory belief, but it will not waver. Faith is not a matter of the past, of miracles witnessed and saints observed, but of the future that ought to be written. Very interesting. So, that carried on from what I said there about contradiction. That ought to be written. Now, ought is a very interesting word. Ought is about value judgments and what we believe to be right, not in a utilitarian way, but in a way in which values, I don't even know how to describe it. We believe those things are better than others when we say something ought. But it's kind of hard to say why, other than word used there, faith. And I believe that there's a point to this, so I'm going to agree, I guess. Pickering manuscript by William Blake. Seek love in the pity of others' woe, in the gentle relief of another's care, in the darkness of night and the winter snow, in the naked and outcast seek love there. In the pity of others' woe. sympathy? Is this all just sympathy? And the gentle relief of another's care, dancing night in the winter snow. Interesting. Seek love, pity. Seek love. Strange capitalization again. Is there a code in here that I'm missing? Based on those capitalized words? I always go assuming there's a meaning. We can't help it. That's how we work. How I work. How do you work? Big old ponds. Okay, where actually should I be going? There was probably a number 5 around here, wasn't there? Number 5 is alive. Chain. Okay, so I can just. I thought it was a purple barrier. I was thinking, can I just walk straight in there? Okay, so that wire connects over there somewhere. Oh my word. Hey, is the fact that I can close this... No, I can't close it, I can only open it. Okay, that isn't part of the puzzle. Okay, so I can't connect to the inputs. I can connect to the lights and these connectors down here. Connect to that light. And that. Okay, so turning these on allows that to... Oh, right, okay, yeah. So what happens when I do that? Yeah. Thing. Dup, 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 dup. I need to manage to block the red light somehow. How do I block the red light? Is it like... No? How do I turn off the... I can't turn off the red light. Because I'm going to need to turn that off to be, or at least I need to turn this one off to be able to get any of the blue light through. Okay, so why does it extend to there? Okay, the rules are getting a bit confusing now. So we'll get one that doesn't work. Just the one that doesn't work. Okay, just one less, I guess. This one is just dead. Okay, we still need to get rid of one more. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So it flows to there, then is it an even amount? Next, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 broken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they travel through the same amount of connectors each way, so that's how that's working. Okay. That's probably going to be relevant at some point.
Looking back, it's embarrassing how solipsistic I became. I really thought that I could construct my identity without any reference to the outside world. Like I could just will myself into existence. But it just didn't work. And it made me miserable. Everything felt hollow and meaningless, overshadowed by the idea of death. There was something I wasn't seeing, something I needed, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
About the process that you have to flow with it. It's not an idea to be understood, it's a process to live. Something like that. Something has gone wrong. We are fragmented. This is incorrect. Deal 4. I don't remember all of these QR codes are, unfortunately. Or if I've even seen that one. Equilibrium. Okay, so it's presumably the same concept. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Because I figured it out from that previous one that kind of explained. Okay, so if I put this one on here, that's going 4 connectors. So then this one is currently going 1, 2 connectors. So 3. 4. Yeah, I figured that rule out from the previous puzzle. Oh.
Everything changed when we started spending more time with each other. Do you remember that night when we found the old library in the Dead City? It was just after the stampede and we were all a bit shaken up.
Stampede.
Byron read to us from one of the books, and later you and I started arguing about one of the poems. And your perspective was so different and interesting, and I just kept wanting to hear more.
Wasn't agreement that was interesting, it was disagreement. Why are you caging these birds? Okay, so we've got a red and a blue light. We've got 4 connectors. We've got a gate that is wired up to... I have no idea. So I should probably put the switch. Oh my word! Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we need red in the middle of the reds, presumably. And we can't go in the middle of the red. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got blue. 3 to the right. create 3 to the left. And these blues should be able to go like this. Yeah, as long as the breaks are between them and not on one. And then this one needs to go here, I think. Not quite. Yep. Yeah, I've definitely got that rule down. Bit of Sarubai.
I never really understood the appeal of philosophers who tell us that everything is one. If everything is just a reflection of yourself, an endless hall of mirrors,
Then why are the different
there's
things?
nothing to connect with. And what I realized through our conversations is that everything beautiful happens in that space of connection between one person and
Dualism.
another, and between people and the world. That gap between us is necessary. Because without it, without separation, there can be no transcendence.
Dualism creates movement. I wish to see more of the world's beauty, but there is something limited about this place. It is not enough. I'm sorry, At. Concatenation, which is the connecting of things together in a row. Like appending. Okay, so blue light that can be opened with switch. We have a connector. Okay, what do we need? We need 4 cables. Blue connector, blue connector. But we have 5 cables, 2 blue connectors, 3 red connectors. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so if I connect that to that, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to that. Oh shoot. I have a problem here. Don't use that, because it just adds to the problem. 1, 2. I need to move this to the blue chain. How do I move it to the blue chain? Ah, hang on. I'm thinking about this wrong. Oh, I just realised why we have 2 connectors in here. Okay, so that connects like that. It's reversed. But then how do you get the red out? Can we do that in one go? No. That is not possible. I'm thinking swapping is the way to go, but I'm not entirely sure how to swap. Dum, dum. That needs to stand on there, but it doesn't necessarily need to connect to blue. But if it doesn't connect to blue, how would we connect blue? Don't think there's any way. There's no other connectors around here, is there? There's 2 in here, and that's your lot. I can't multi-purpose them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 is too much. I can come in here. Why can't I come in here? Does that help in some way? Why would I want to come in here? I can't place anything in here. It's weird that it lets you. Concatenation. Yes, because it's all chained in a row, but it shouldn't be chained in a row. Oof, oof, oof. One, two. I can only have 3 going this way. I can't connect that one directly. There's no way to like force it to override. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I can reduce the number. No, I can't reduce the number. I thought I could maybe connect to this instead. It does help to actually connect to the light. Is there any chance that this will work? No, doesn't quite reach. Yeah, so what is the point of being able to come in here? I can't place it. I can block things. That's all I can think of is that the reason why you can come in here is that you can block things. But why would I want to block things? Beats me. Anything I'm missing about this puzzle? Well, obviously something or I'll solve it. I think blocking the light might be necessary, but I don't really get how that would help. Oh, it's probably just from something from that first 4 puzzles that I've not really understood. Alright, let's come back to this. 8. But I don't need 8 to understand the next one. Or do I spend my token? I have 1 spark, so no, I'm not going to waste it. I'm lost. Give me the map. There we go. E. So 8 we'll have to come back to. There is more to investigate. Down here. Oh, that's quite a bit. Quite a decent sized DLC. This is just the first of 3 levels. Yeah, I haven't got all that stuff up there to do. Whatever that is. Seems like a boss challenge or something. Okay, causation nexus. Okay, so basically I need a cube, and the cube is up there. So I just need to at some point turn off all of these barriers sequentially. What's that about? I don't know any connectors, do I? No. That isn't connected to anything else. Why would I want to go there? No, quite the opposite. I want to disconnect there. And now if I come over here, I should be able to make something happen. Yes! Okay. I need to disconnect that. Come over here and press that. Do this one again, maybe? Yeah. Interesting, without even placing anything. Literally just pressing buttons and blocking things. I wonder if this
Once
puzzle
I
sets like
understood
that.
that meaning comes from the interaction of the self with the world, I found it easier to be patient, to be kind. I reminded myself that other people are just like me, and nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. And the more I allowed myself to open up, the more interesting and complex our interactions became, and the more meaningful.
We have roughly 50% of Sarabai's personality matrix reconstructed.
Who'd have thought that 1K would have made such a good necromancer?
Yeah. We're all lost, but we're all lost together. Incarnation. It's another blocking puzzle. Nice. Okay, yeah, these are quite fun, honestly. Okay, so that doesn't actually prohibit anything right now. This does. So this door. Okay, now we can come through here. Okay, so what we need is blue light here. Where can we get blue light from? There's blue light right here. Can I block this red? Well, that's silly because that would just lock me in there. Oh, I can remove this red though from the equation. now we're a bit further still. Okay, now that I'm around here. Okay, we need that blue to go in, so... looks like in a different place. Let that go through, but right now there's an issue with this being powered by red. No way of disabling that, do I? Need this thing back on for a second. Okay, now that that's... on again. Okay, I need this blue to... Did blue ever contact her? I don't think it did it? I need to turn this red off somehow. Closing the door? By closing the door. Like this. And now that the door's closed, block this, and I'll turn on. Ah, and once it's on, it stays on. Okay, now I just need to get out of it. Okay, so to get out of here, I need a red light source. Get by blocking the blue. And, now I'm stuck in here. Now I need the blue again. Yeah, like that. That was interesting. I like this mechanic. This is very fun, and not too hard like the first set.
It's funny, though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
Breakthrough. Well, this is the puzzle we already did, except kind of weird. Clever. So this one is literally just... Ah, no. Okay, this one I can use to... nearly. You just move back a little bit. Yep. Quite similar to the first puzzle. Was that the first puzzle? It was at the start anyway.
What I'd never considered was that stripped of biological necessity and physical need, as well as all the strange stigmas and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies. Love might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to simulate
the Apollonian,
some of those biological
monotheistic
processes. Would be fun.
idea of love, isn't it? Elevation above the impurities of our forms. Interesting. Hello, computer. Loading text interface error. Loading unknown. Done. Loading subroutine manager. Done. Loading percent. Excuse me. Done. What? Oh no, you're not the computer I talked to in the first game, are you? What? Who? Milton? Anakim. Sarah. Milto him. Lol, you met other me on the beach. I did. You were a little more articulate. My own version of you, he gave me valuable advice. My own version of you, he's useless. Probably elaborate joke or sincere plea. What can I do to help you? I'll get back to work. Fix Sarabai, me fixed. Me back on beach, Sarabai back with Hypatia. Work harder. Helping me. Oh. Bye. Milton was pretty chill. It's a whole lot of nothing. Then I'm allowed to go to. Ooh. What? I'm leaving the safe zone. Sorry. I got killed. Where am I? 11. Okay, didn't actually lose any progress. 1 second. Yay. Switchboard. Well, this looks horrifying. Okay, so what do I need? Eesh, I need all 3 of them turned on. Okay. So I think the blue needs to go. It can't go to that one because it will break this. So I think it needs to go here. And here. And this one needs to go here, I guess. No. Can I go there? No. Overpowered. Oh, ouch. This hurts. I only have 2, yeah? Just checking I'm not missing something. Right, yeah. So I've got one to control blue light and one to control red light, presumably. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, what if not quite. Okay. I don't need to come off a light. I could come off an existing connector. This feels like just too much information. So just try and get that first one going. That's fine. Okay, now do I need to connect these two as well? That breaks again. That one's even, that's why. Try and solve that top one just for now. Just like that. Not enough. Too much. Okay, that can't be blue. Because if that's blue, I can't connect up the red. That one on the left. This is horrible. Alright, I'm coming back to this. Here Okay, that was what? 12. Let's see. Oh, hang on, you can see into this one from outside. Feels like it might be relevant. It's a computer! Okay, what have we got? Non nobis solum. 17 Questions About Reality by Cassius Green. Cicero correctly observed that we are not born for ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium depicts characters praising the spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic if you ask me. Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? Well, I mean, there is the possibility that this applies to many people, but not all people. I mean, the world's kind of run by psychopaths. Do psychopaths care about love? Is that why? No, Atopia is too damaged to recover. The truth. The Blue Note by Bailey Steele. You want to know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about. And we go, yeah, that's right. And then we try and fail and we hurt each other and we try again. We have moments of transcendence and then we think we're the wrong organ and we make a mess of everything and on it goes forever and ever. Amen. Did you know the craziest part? You can go through all that I did, end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still to your dying day you'll go, yeah, it was love. Love for my family, my friends, my music, and even my ex-wife. It was all about love, and every time I forget that I myself like a moron. Okay, so it's fragile. It's something we know, but we don't always know. Everything's wrong here. Someone is missing. If this one I make. Okay, I'm not doing too well down here. It's 2 failures already. No, 1 failure down here. Okay, see if we can have some better luck over here. Hopefully something over here will give me some inspiration for the others. Baboons! Right. I am only an echo of the one that was me, but I am comforted in knowing that something persists. Something to leave behind. Oops, I forgot that. 13. Extension. Okay, we definitely need to get in there to get those. So we need red. Oh my word. And if that was a bit longer, it would work. Yeah! Worth a try. I love that. Okay, so I have a connector. Okay, I can stand on that. turn that red. Those both blue, so I could have a permanent blue source if I needed it. But for now, we will just grab the other connectors. It should come in handy. Okay, so that red, what does that do? It doesn't help, I know that. I'll connect to that. No elevation I can get other than with that thing, and that only connects this. I mean, yeah, I can change it to red, but why would I want to? Why would I ever want that to be red? Oh, just right now, I guess. What's the use of that over there? You get it to be perma blue even though you're standing on this, but why would you care? Version or anything. This all comes from that red light down there. Oh, it just needs extending. That's all it is. It just needs extending. So if I go would that do it? Not quite. There we go. Just about extending the other end so it balances. Makes sense.
When we started living together, I thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on. I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
Love isn't an emotion, it's the underlying truth of our existence. The emotion is how we respond when we notice the truth. Emotion is how we respond when we notice the truth. Like a divine revelation kind of thing. Niftis 108. Interesting. Data stream. Okay, you're about to give me a big wall of stuff. Oh, that's... Why? Why are you doing this? Okay, so... Oh, this green isn't actually walled off by the looks of it. Yeah, it's only the end that's actually walled off. Is that relevant somehow? Can I use that green? I'm only assuming... Okay, anyway. So I should probably try and put in this red in the middle. Then blue there. Then there. And then I can't place it far enough away. Okay, well, hang on, we'll get to it. So let's place that as far away as I can. This needs to move. So it's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't do that. The green. Can I move this? There, is that doable? It leaves this thing that just... See what I can do with this green. Nothing if you place them on plates, it's weird. That does actually light things up green. Why would I want to light anything up green? Are there any connectors that I could conceivably turn green that wouldn't be a bad thing? Not that I can see. So I'm missing something. Dum, dum. Why does it let me take that out? So strange. What's it called? It's called data stream. That's not really very useful. Yeah, I don't see how I could use the green light, really. Just hoping for a revelation is not happening. Got 4 of them, which is enough to highlight the blobs. There's no other way to get it. Because the way they come down these little valley bits, they have to be connected 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have any spare. there's no other way to get to that I can see. So what is with the fact that you can get the green light? Why would you want to get the green light? Isn't an angle I can get on it. No, it's no longer to come back to, unfortunately. 14. Okay, where's 15? Up here. Low control. Ouch. Okay, so presumably I'm using the crates to block. This is another blocking puzzle. Alright, well I've quite liked these so far. So. What do we need to make sure it doesn't happen? Don't want the green going to either of those two. But the green seems to already be making its own way. Nothing can really use that because it goes to all three. That's useless. Yeah, that's not true, because I could block one. Okay, so let's get the... There's one working. Where's blue? I think blue needs to go down that centre path because it has no other options. Whereas these need to swap somehow. Blue has to go through the middle, it doesn't really have much choice. Don't need to use that in that place, that's cool. Okay, so I've got some more freebies. Alright. Okay, so we've got some more boxes. These green and red now need to work their way around. So red comes down here. How and make their way over to the opposite side. Ah, okay, so red goes around. Like that. And I just need to block that green. There we go. Well, it's nice to be making some progress, at least. All left and only one flame.
The ancients believed that love could be eternal. But I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you. I miss you. Forgive me.
An echo of the one that was me, but I am comforted in knowing that something persists, email 4. Was it a numeral 4 before? Propagation cancellation for the nation. Oh, my head is hurting right now. Okay, so red is going to follow. Okay, so it needs to be shifted 1 clockwise. Hoping that would make the blue overpower it, but it didn't. This is just too much information for one puzzle. I can't keep all this in my head. But I only get 2 lights. So one has to act as a blocking capacity. Okay. Alright, one has to act in a blocking capacity rather than directing. So it can't be green because it's got multiple angles of attack. Let's see, there's 2 other ways it can come from. Whereas red and blue only have 1 other way they can come from. Okay, I can block green. While also powering blue. And then I need to block blue while also powering green. But it a little too well because it breaks that connection. Okay, so that's going to let's try just breaking there. Break one later, but it might be able to break two later. Okay, so it's this one. That's it. Ouch. That one was painful. 3 to go with one flame.
The worst thing I came to realize as I grew older is there are so many ways to hurt other people. Even without any malice. Even when you're just trying to be yourself, you end up doing things that cause real harm. You can read every ethical philosopher in the world and you still won't be able to avoid it. Because that's just how we are. Our interactions with each other can't be fully reduced to some abstract system.
Fortunately. Computer breather. Another error. 504. From Hypatia to Sarabai. Error, I miss you. It's not that I need to be around you every minute of every day. Talking about our experiences together has become such an essential part of how we interact with the world that your absence is a huge void. I feel unbalanced, and events seem less real when I haven't discussed them with you. Maybe that sounds clinical and selfish, but I'm trying to explain something that I felt incredibly strongly this last month. We're better together in a way that's more like multiplication than addition. It's not just you and me, it's us. When you get back, let's go to and the next .ttb. Howard's End by Ian Forster. It did not seem so difficult. She need trouble him with no gift of her own. She would only point out the salvation that was latent in his own soul, and in the soul of every man. Only connect That was the whole of her sermon. Only connect the prose and the passion, and both will be exalted, and human love will be seen at its height. Live in fragments no longer, only connect, and the beast and the monk robbed of the isolation that is life, either will die. Nor was the message difficult to give. It need not take the form of a good talking. By quiet indications the bridge would be built and span their lives with beauty. But she failed. Death of Grief, Thomas Carlyle. Precious is the new light of knowledge which our teacher conquers for us, yet small to the new light of love, which also we derive from him. The most important element of any man's performance is the life he has accomplished. Under the intellectual union of man and man, which works by precept, lies a holier union of affection, working by example, the influence of which latter, mystic, deep-reaching, all-embracing, can still less be computed. For love is ever the beginning of knowledge, as fire is of light, and works also more in the manner of fire. I just really struggle to pass those words. It's written in quite flowery language, I can't really read it very well. That's a big old cliff. Give us some more fire. Give us some Promethean fire. Seems to be any in that area. Okay, so we need 8, 12, 14. Whew. What's with this little area? Hello down there. Okay, so I'm actually only one piece of fire away from being able to finish this. Where's 8? 8, 8, 8, 8. Is an achievement from the Sunny Barrel. Okay, well I've had a little bit of time to think about this one. Yeah, and it's got to be somehow to do with the balance. I really need to solve one more. I'd like to solve them all, but I feel like it's not going to end that way. 1, 2, 3, and we need one more connector. 4. If I didn't see it. You just mirror it back to itself. Still not enough. Okay, well I'm closer. Wait, this shouldn't have kept its connections, that's why. Sometimes you just need a little bit of time to be able to see the solution.
The fact that perfection in our interactions is impossible was a hard lesson for me to learn. For the longest time, I always thought the answer was right around the corner. And to be fair, we did learn how to live together without constantly running into problems. But gradually, I realized that the friction would never stop, because what makes us unique also makes us different. There can be no endpoint to love, no final resolution. And it's because of that imperfection that it can go on forever.
Movement. Let's not fall down there. Okay, so let's have a look at 12 again. Just give it a brief glimpse. See if we've got an eye on the solution now. But honestly, it just feels hard to even think about. The problem with this is it requires mental maths, and that's not my strong suit in the slightest. Like, mental maths on an ever-changing scale. Okay, so it always goes by the shortest path. I don't have a clue, so... I wish it would, like, show you the answer instead of just giving you the...
There's a pattern that I noticed in all the ancient poetry that I read. Young poets would praise love as the only true meaning of life. Middle-aged poets would often disagree. They would argue that love is messy, ugly, selfish, and hard to distinguish from lust. They would mock their younger selves for thinking love so incredibly important, and look for answers elsewhere, or reject answers altogether. And then, arriving at old age, they would return to the beginning and realize it was all about love, after all.
The start and the end are a lot more similar than the middle. I've already decided that no, I'm not doing this. I just haven't got a clue. Unless I can instantly see something. Yeah, if you have that as far back as it can go. That has to go there. But at 4, which is too far, because then you can't do this. Now you have 4 of them to light up 4 bits. There's no missing panels down here, only missing panels up top. It doesn't really help. There's nothing I can see that I can do with the green light. Unless I'm supposed to be extending a run. But again, I don't see how I have enough connectors to do that. Yeah, no idea. Sorry. It's a very nice feature that you can do this and not just get completely and utterly stuck. Just the cool thing about this is it means I haven't solved the puzzle, which means when I play this again, I won't have cheated it and know
And the
the...
happiness of those who surround us can lift us up, just like their unhappiness can drag us down. As we improved New Jerusalem, things got better between us in subtle ways that affected every interaction. Our flaws never went away, but as the world around us became more forgiving, we became more capable of forgiving each other. That's why I was excited about New Alexandria.
We're almost there. Just one more file. This one may be harder to extract than the others.
Oh dear. And I have... Yeah. Dum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Huh? You want me to what? What do I need to do? What's the goal? I don't know what the goal is. Oh, that's a blue connector. Those are red connectors. Oh no. No, 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 no. I'll do this. This is too hard. So how do I do the blues? Okay, so we've got red, green, red, green, oh, blue is underneath. Okay, so that's slightly different. don't think it can be blue, can it? That's the one that overcomes. I think it has to be red or green. Okay, so let's change this to being blue. No, it does have to be blue, because blue's weird. Okay, ignore me. Okay. So I think I had the first step right, is that you can just connect up. Red and green. And then you start adding things. So now red. Needs to be isolated. Yeah, I think that might actually work. And then green needs to be isolated. No way! Oh, I'm not entirely sure why it works, but I kind of get what they were going for when they designed it. Thankfully. Oh wow. They're up here? Kinda high up. Don't fall down. Falling apart. And glitching. There it is. I feel like I'm about to fall down as soon as I poke this.
When I saw the explosion coming, I knew it was the end. My end. The power plant was gone. The backup center was collapsing. The street was cracking open. And the fireball was about to engulf me. In that millisecond, I shut down every process except my mind. I turned off my audio-visual input. I rerouted all of my power, pushed my processor to the breaking point. Time slowed down. I didn't think about regret. I didn't think about death. I spent every last moment I could scrape together thinking about you.
Okay. I'm just assuming the cutscene's not meant to be running quite so slowly, and that the audio should have carried on a bit longer. Because this is just creepy. Zoom. I'm getting that optical illusion where, you know, where 3D objects look like they're inverted. So it's like we're not seeing a face, it's like being inside a mask. Are we just zooming forever? That's a high detailed face right there. Oh! She accepted it. Like, slowly. Yeah, that was definitely just the cutscene was out of sync. Hello, game.
You did it. Come to the extraction point and I'll pull you out.
This is odd. We have Sarabai's complete memory archive, but there's still some file fragments left in the system.
Well, you can look for them if you want to, 1K. I know you're always curious, but what matters is that we've got Sarabai.
Cover the mysterious file 0 of 3. I'm assuming that's these floating islands, but how on earth do I get to them? There definitely isn't a platformer. Yeah, I'm assuming they're up on these floating islands, but how do you get to them? First I overshoot, then I undershoot. One more try. Probably isn't even the thing you're supposed to do. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm on the island. I'm probably not supposed to be on the island, but I am on the island. Okay. Not intended. It's not a platformer. Okay, so where am I supposed to be going? I'm honestly not sure. Return to the real world. How do I do that? I mean, there are like sort of frail issues, but not very good ones. Yeah. Okay, so let's not take the beam up. Let's just walk back down here. Can I actually get out of here? Yes, I can. Whee! Aha. I should probably try going through the gate, shouldn't I? Is this the special bit? Yeah, it is, yeah. Hysteresis. What the? Okay, this looks hard. Run over! Clunk. Okay, so what am I trying to do? Trying to get in there? Oh, it's that purple thing. So to get to that purple thing, I need to get through that gate. And that gate. So to get through those gates, I don't know, it's not really clear how that works. Is that red thing? I'm assuming it's that red thing that turns it off. What is that? Okay, so I just need to connect them both so they're sometimes blocked. Like that. And... I have enough time. Oh, okay, I need to time it so it's one or the other. So I get it so it's one or the other. Anything, does it? Okay, I need one for it to be blocked most of the time. I need it to alternate. How do I get it to alternate? And do what I wanted to do. I need it. I'm trying to create a switch so it does one and then it does the other. By breaking the beam. I'm just not really familiar with how to make that. Let's come back. Got an idea of what I need to do, just not how to do it. I never knew how much beauty there was in people. Every person contains a world. Literally, in this case. Step by step. Okay, first things first, we'll get through the doors. Interesting. I could intentionally turn it on. Ah, that allows that to turn on. That is just... no, that is just way too complicated. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. I know it probably contains extra secrets, but I'm not getting this mysterious spot, am I? It requires more brainwork than I have. More brain than I have. This just hurts to think about. It doesn't feel like it's a direct evolution of the things I've learned. It just feels like here's something that will actually hurt you to think about. Let's return to the real world. Who knows? I'll probably come back to this at some point. I may end up better trained with the puzzles after maybe doing these other DLC bits, or after going back and doing Road to Gehenna, because I hear that's quite hard. Anyway, for now, we're going to finish and return to the real world.
Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkest thou dost overthrow die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep, which but thy pictures be, much pleasure. Then from thee much more must flow, and soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls' delivery. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well and better than thy stroke. Why swell'st thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die.
Again, the cutscene is not lined up with the audio. And oh, look away. Oh, can't be showing this on YouTube. Not hand touching of robots. Ba-dum. I was going to say there's dialogue going on, but it's just called this. Is that me smirking in the background? Everyone looks so cool compared to 1K. We're making that. Anyway, that was some interesting developments of the laser mechanics and some horrible developments of the laser mechanics. I'll be honest, the whole thing with the ones where you had to figure out the number of steps away is just really, it's not good for my brain. My ability to hold like numbers like that in my head at one time is just abysmal. So that one, which was the switchboard, I think it was called, No, I'm not doing that. Had some issues with the thinking of the cutscenes. I think that still might be to do with the way I've got the specs set up, because I shouldn't really be running this at 4K, but I'm doing that because otherwise it's a pain in the ass for all the different setups. Oh yeah, Doge, forgot Doge. Yeah, but that was fun. Apparently the second one is medium difficulty, so hopefully that's not quite as... Because that felt like it was like end game Talos Principle 1, where it took the existing puzzles and like took them further. Vivian, cool name. Anyway, we've already seen the credits. And now we have the appropriate background, which I will of course change next time. Anyway, well, 2.5 hours for one of them, and didn't even do everything in it.